we becoming are we really becoming clones of each other? I'm wondering, and I just wanted to share my rant regarding that. So yeah, let's dive into it. According to Oscar Wilde, there's a quote by Oscar Wilde that says something that I deeply want to touch, that I think this video is about mostly. Are our lives reduced to just comparisons of others' lives and worth nothing than just mere comparisons? Has consumerism gotten to the point where everything is a copy of each other thing and there's no escaping this? What are the points? What are the tips and tricks we can use in order to combat consumerism and avoid becoming a clone of each other? We read the same books recommended on TikTok or other tubes or whatever, Instagrams. We furnish our homes and decorate it in a similar manner with neutral colors, beige colors. We listen to the same podcast normally, or the ones that are most popular and most listened to. We visit the same cities as holiday destinations and other destinations for holidays. We do our nails the same way, we do our makeup the same way, we dress the same way. Where is this all going? That's what I just want to discuss. And in no way am I saying that I'm not a part of this. Of course I'm a part of this culture that is ongoing. I think there's a bright side to it, so let's just get to the bright side first. I think to a certain extent it's good when certain self-help books, certain podcasts on self-improvement and development are being shared and being listened to. As always with everything, there's supposed to be a balance, and too much of anything can be really harmful, so we just have to monitor that for ourselves. But I think personally it's getting to a point where self-development, self-help, all this culture is itself becoming toxic, which was what was the point of it when it would become toxic and landed on its own butt? I don't know. But I think a large part of its toxicity has to do with how people are implementing this into their daily lives, even including me, I guess, or how I have till now. How we treat ourselves as a constant self-improvement project and not let ourselves be. We're missing the point of life. The point of life is to live, not to get on this stairmaster of self-development or self-improvement to no end. Okay, you are supposed to imbibe the lessons. You are supposed to, but you can take in the lessons and evolve. But you're missing the point of life if you're not living, if you're just treating it as a self-improvement project. That's the thing that I meant. So yeah. And then there's a downside to it that I was already discussing, that we're becoming clones of each other. I think the number one way to avoid this is to be less on our phones, obviously, because we are all, when I look in the metro, when I look in the transport, we are all like listening to music on our phones, and not. There are fortunately people who still read books, so that gives me some hope, and for myself as well, that I'll be able to read books. Okay. So it's all about capitalism and consumerism in a way, because people are buying from the same brands mostly, and there's a certain class of people buying from the same brands, or even not even a certain class, people trying to be a certain class by buying the things and trying to buy a lifestyle, just as discussed in Malama's video as well. So yeah, where are we going with this? We have to question ourselves, we have to take accountability, we have to pause and reflect as well. For me, as when I go to the grocery shop, I don't go without a list. I have a certain manner of doing things. And in terms of consumerism, I would say I land pretty much in the middle of the scale. I wouldn't say I'm too much of a consumerist, nor would I say I'm too less of a consumerist. My consumerism involves collecting art materials, mostly, and books, and things that bring me joy. These are the things that bring me the most joy, so I collect them, and I have donated a fair share of books, and I've moved around. So now I'm collecting all over again, and not even collecting because the thing is that I buy books to read them, and obviously to read them. I don't get Kindle because I was discussing with a friend once that I cannot get the hang of Kindle, or it's just not the same. And he touched a point saying it's about the spatial memory, because a book has a spatial memory. There's a volume in it, there's a physical object, and there's pages, and you can feel through it and all that. But in a Kindle, there's no pages. It's just a flat screen, and you cannot have the spatial memory advantage of it. You cannot have the pleasure of the spatial memory. So that's a big thing. That's the reason why I'm buying books and not getting Kindle. Apart from that, for art, I've also let go of a lot of possessions, and they're back in Pakistan, and I am just using mostly watercolors these days. Is it like I'm presenting myself as not that consumer or whatever? I'm a consumer as well. We all are consumer. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with buying some certain brands and all that. I'm just saying that when it gets to a point where everyone becomes a clone of each other, where do we go from there? That's what I'm discussing, and that's what the topic of this video is. I think the biggest thing is to stop and reflect, and to be conscious of it, and that's the biggest step in realizing where we're going, and taking accountability of how unconsciously or subconsciously you have imbibed in all these behaviors, all these tastes that are ongoing in the trends, and they'll pass by as trend. But yeah, I just want to emphasize on fostering your uniqueness, cultivating it, spending time doing things you love, actually, not things that you think are supposed to be cool in today's society or whatever. But
how am I forgetting? It's not just about us. It's about the planet. It's about the environment. It's about how are we doing Mother Earth a service by promoting consumerism. And consumerism obviously means consuming goods in excess. So that's the main point, main takeaway, like how are we even contributing to environmental goodness through this, that sort of thing.